finishing grid. Will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Hello everyone, here we are now round 5 of the Radical series RF2 Asia. We are moving into the Red Bull Ring now. We are in the formation lap. Here's a quick run through the grid position. First place Daryl Brady from Philippines. Second place is Arwin Taruna from Indonesia. Third place Alex Calpano from Philippines. Fourth Kelvin Wong. Fifth Paul Faustino. Sixth Yongji Wong. Seventh Golf. Eighth Rashid Rahman. 9 Edmund Wong. 10 Indra Frianto. And 11 Mark Robinson. Not all the cars are in place on the grid. We have 4 lights now, and they are off. And we are looking at Daryl Brady now turning into the first corner, followed behind by Arwin Taruna. Close after turn 1, very close. So Arwin Taruna is going to make it into the turn 2. He spun. He has dropped way to the back of the pack, right to the last position there, Arwin Taruna. After that turn 1 incident, anything can happen in the race, but it is still far. So far race 45 minutes. Sorry, 25 minutes for race 1. And reverse grid for race 2, also 35 minutes. So we're going to check the race position now. Daryl Brady firm at first place now, leading the race, while Alex Capano is getting closer to second place. Let's see now if he can manage, while we have a battle here going on in between Kelvin Wong and Paul Faustino. Really close. Fighting for third and fourth place now, side by side into the penultimate corner. And to the final corner, and Paul Faustino is the second casualty in this race, as he spun without any contact with Yongji Wong just now. So we can check the grid for Mark Robinson now. Following close, Kelvin Wong. Not to make well, Paul Faustino is back in the fight for 8th position now, fighting with Rashid Rahman. I heard the sound of the crash there. Oh, that's Edmund Wong. Let's check on him if he's okay. Yep, he's okay. Not sure what's the cause of the incident there, as we trying to move up into the race and see Daryl still leading the race. Alexis Clapano is still in second place. Young Jibon is still on third after that clash with Paul Faustino. Now there's a 3-car battle going on in between Indra Frianto from Olap. There's a little bit of contact with Indra there with Golf. With Golf managed to do some saving maneuver to save his run. Now Kelvin Wong is trying to pose some challenge to Indra Frianto's 4th place. As we trying to look for anything else happening. Oh, there's something happening at the back now between Edmund Wong, who just rejoined the race after that spin. Now he's side by side with Paul, also a survivor of a crash earlier in the race just now with Golf, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Now they are fighting for the 10th and 11th place, which is at the very end of the pack. Moving back to the lead of the race, still Daryl Brady and Alexis Clapano, both from Sim Racing Philippines, is leading the race comfortably for now. And Yong Ji Wong from Malaysia on 3rd place. Quite safe distance between these three, right in front of the pack. Now as we move further down to 4th place, Kelvin Wong and Indra Frianto now. And also Golf in 6th place. Also that the gap between these three are as Indra makes some error in that penultimate corner, and Golf now getting side by side with Indra into turn 1. Now is Golf going to make it into the inside now? And there's some close racing also happening in between Arvind Taruna, which has came back from the very end of the pack after that clash between him and Daryl Brady at the beginning of the race. Now fighting for 6th position. Sorry, 7th position. Mark Robinson is under huge pressure here from Arvind Taruna. No competition between him and Arvind in terms of raw pace. Arvind easily climbed through the pack there, even though he had a big crash into the turn 1 on first lap with Daryl just now. Now he is trying to climb another position. With Golf also from Malaysia getting into the inside, having a look. Oh, they've touched. Arvind is suffering the 2nd spin of the race. Now he's going to find it very, very hard. And also Edmund Wong there, going off track, probably avoiding something or just losing his drive after that turn 1. I'm getting a message from Dean Jose just now, in case you missed it in the live broadcast. Dean Jose asking me whether the race has started or not. Yep, it has started, and sorry that you missed the start, but you can still log into the race, log into the server for the second race. Although you're gonna be starting from the back of the pack, since we are going to do the reverse grid based on the result of the race, of the first race. As we can see now, Aruna trying to salvage, that's the word, salvage what he can from two big spin in the race, as is now in the so the 10th position. Let's see. Yeah, Daryl Brady is leading the race comfortably without having to worry of anyone coming close for a challenge. Let's turn on the race gap stats. Here we are. As you guys can see, yeah, yep. It's showing. Is it showing the lead gap? Yeah, we can see that Alex is on second place. Is 7 seconds behind the leader, and Yongji Wong on third place is 8 seconds behind the second place, Alexis Clapano. Also, Daryl Brady has set the fastest lap of the race now with 50.3 seconds. Yeah, and this is a short layout of the Red Bull Ring. So yeah, as now we can see, actually Yongji Wong is closing in Alexis Clapano. They are around a second apart. Let's see what Yongji Wong can do. Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna get closer to Alexis? As we go down to 4th and 5th, looking like Calvin Wong is closing in Indra Ferianto. Getting into the penultimate corner and the final corner. It's a long stretch into turn 1, but looks like there's a safe gap for Indra Ferianto. Oh, Calvin Wong. I thought he's going to do some dive bomb into turn 1 into Indra Ferianto there, but no. Let's go further behind the pack and see if there's any interesting battle going on. Nope, there's actually a safe, quite an even gap between the guys, between Edmund Wong in 11th place and Paul Faustino on the 10th place, Rashid Rahman on 9th. There's an even gap in between them all. Although I think Arvind Taruna is going to close in golf, which is 7th place now. Yep, you can see as the gap is closing in. Arvind with raw pace. Undeniably an alien in this series. Oh, touch the curb now, but Golf has lost his form there. He's driving into that turn and dropped into 10th place, overtaken by Paul Faustino, and now getting under pressure by Edmund Wong. Oh, that's a close call, and Paul Faustino looking like he's not really being able to get away from Golf after that overtake. Taking a little bit of a breather there as we continue the live commentary of this race of the 5th round of the Radical series RF2 Asia. As now we can see there was a little bit of a breather there. As we return back to the action, there's a long train forming now. As we can see here, Calvin Wong is getting some pressure from Arvind Taruna, who's in 6th place. See if Calvin Wong can do something to defend his position, which I highly doubt with the difference of raw pace. Getting into the penultimate corner now. Oh, they touched again. Arvind Taruna have to be really careful not to get into the 3rd major spin of the race, otherwise he'll be dropping position again for the 3rd time to the back of the grid. And he's moving in, having a look towards Calvin Wong, trying to climb, gain position as much as he can after. Yep. Oh, no, yes, no, yes, no, yeah. Calvin Wong kind of like surrendered to the pace and pressure from Arvind Taruna there. Now he is under pressure from Mark Robinson, closing behind. Still closing and into the main long straight. Getting some draft. Getting side by side now into turn 1 with Calvin Wong. And He's through, but Calvin Wong quickly gained back his position after that error from Mark Robinson into turn 1. Moving back into the pack. If you can catch any action, as Daryl Brady now still leading the race, still leading the pack. He has also been setting some alien pace during practice and also during qualifying, unchallenged. I don't think anyone will do him any harm in this race in terms of position, unless something bad happens to him, some commentary curse, if you want to put it that way. And we can see now that Yongji Wong has been keeping this gap to put some pressure on Alexis Clepano. Into the 19th minute of the race now. We have 6 minutes left, and Yongji Wong is getting closer than ever to Alexis Clepano. I'm not sure why is Alexis losing pace. He didn't suffer from any crash. He didn't have any major contact to lose some performance in his car. But it is pretty obvious that Yongji Wong is closing in now on him. Still there. As we try to look back now, we are looking at three-way battle in between Calvin Wong, Indifferento, and Mark Robinson. I thought that Calvin Wong can really run away after he has overtaken Indifferento earlier, but Indifferento obviously has been able to keep track and give Calvin Wong pressure with less than a second separating them apart now, as Calvin Wong obviously made a slight error into the penultimate corner just now, and Indifferento is closing in more and more, as there is another 4 minutes left in the race, and also that Mark Robinson is now having a look into the inside of Indifferento into turn 1 just now. But Indifferento have a decent pace to keep the gap safe between him and Mark Robinson. As we go down further, we have Rashid Ramlan still keeping his 8th position intact, and Golf 9th. Edmund Wong in 10th place. Paul Faustino 11th. And about to be lapped by the race leader Daryl Brady, which is kind of like a testimony of how fast the pace of the race leader Daryl Brady compared to, say, the last position guy in this race. But to be fair to Paul Faustino and Edmund Wong, that they had a fair share of their trouble in the race. Spun have a big spin earlier. Also, Edmund Wong has also had a spin earlier with a contact with the wall, but fortunately have no major damage to the car. And with the race, with the series, with this radical series, as we can see now, Paul Faustino having a look at Edmund Wong into turn 1, goes very wide there into turn 1. Oh, while it's at the same time giving way to Daryl Brady, probably after receiving some receiving a blue flag. Also, Edmund Wong is doing the same now. Now that two racers are already a lap down, try to look further up. Still, Kelvin Wong, Indra Frianto and Mark Robinson is keeping a safe gap in between them. It's what I'm trying to say earlier. It's about this series that this is a fixed setup series where everybody is probably everybody is using the same setup, the same default setup that has been provided by Studio 397 upon releasing the mod, the radical mod. And it's a fair measure of raw pace when everybody is using the same setup. As you can see, it is kind of like obvious now that Daryl Brady is having a natural raw alien pace compared to everyone else, since it's a fixed setup series. Oh, we see Indra Frianto there. Retiring. Let's see if we can rewind back. Yep. Let's go on board and see if he is. Oh, sounds like he's just lost his drive there. Yeah, sounds like an engine failure. Whoa. It's too bad for Indra Frianto, as we're back live in the race. Yeah, race is over. Sorry for that. And Daryl has won the race. Alexis Clapano is second place. Is Arwin Taruna finished on the third place? Looks like he has. Youngji Wong on fourth. Kelvin Wong fifth. Rashid Rahman in 6th, Golf on 7th, in 7th place. Mark Robinson finished 8th. Edmund Wong in 9th, Paul Faustino on 10th position. Indra Frianto finished last for that retirement. Too bad that we missed that battle of Arwin Taruna and Youngji Wong. Maybe we can go back perhaps into the race and catch the overtake of Arwin Taruna. Nope. I tried to go back into the race and see if we can catch Arwin's overtake on Youngji Wong for third place. This is when Arvind Taruna was 5th, trying to overtake Indra Friyanto there. We fast forward, and that is before Indra goes into retirement. After that engine fail. Oh! There was a contact actually between Arvind Taruna and Indra. Could that be the cause of Indra's retirement? Nah, I don't think so. But as we have to start the server to move on race 2 to the warm-up session for Gornes to arrange the grid in a reverse order according to the race result on the first race. Now, Indra Friyanto, yeah, Indra Friyanto has confirmed that he has ran out of gas. With few minutes left in the race, really. It's pity. Yeah, it was my mistake saying that he has lost his drive, but obviously there weren't any smoke or fire coming out from his car. So, yeah, he has ran out of fuel. So, yeah, going to the second race, and hopefully Dean Jose from Sim Racing Philippines can will be able to join the second race and make the grid bigger. I'm getting a message from Dean Jose just now, in case you missed it in the live broadcast. Dean Jose asking me whether the race has started or not. Yep, it has started, and sorry that you missed the start, but you can still log into the race, log into the server for the second race. Although you're gonna be starting from the back of the pack, since we are going to do the reverse grid based on the result of the race, of the first race. As we can see now, Arvind Taruna trying to salvage, that's the word, salvage what he can from two big spin in the race, as is now in the so the 10th position. Let's see. Yeah, Daryl Brady's. Hi everyone, welcome back to the broadcast, to the live broadcast of the round 5 rFactor to Asia Radical series, and we are in the round 5 of the series. We are in a Red Bull Ring. After 4 rounds, we are looking at the main driver standings now. With Daryl Brady from Sim Racing Philippines leading the series with 58 points after 2 wins and 3 podiums and 4 podiums actually. He has managed to get 4 podium place out of 4 rounds in the series. As we are trying to show, Dean Jose now is in the server for race 2. Another competitor from Sim Racing Philippines now, as we are starting with the second race. I'll get back to you guys with the driver standing of the series, as we have to move forward to the race now, and with the reverse grid position based on the race 1 race result. On pole should have been Indra Frianto, but he is still sitting there in the pits. Looks like he's either going to be starting from the pits or he's going to miss the start, miss the race. So that with Indra Friantos missing the start of the formation lap, so we have Paul Faustino from Sim Races Philippines leading the start of the race, and close on the second position is Edmund Wong from Hong Kong Sim Races with their signature orange car paint for this series, and also for their McLaren series, and also with their endurance series. They've been having orange paint scheme throughout rFactor to Asia series. So that's their signature paint. Mark Robinson will be starting on 4th position, Golf 5th, Rashid Rahman 6th. Nope, Rashid Rahman is 5th. 4th is Golf. Kelvin Wang is 6th. Yong Ji-won is 7th. Arvin Toruna 8th. Alexis Caplano is 9th. Daryl Brady is 10th. Dean Jose is 11th, since he wasn't there in race 1. As we go into turn 1 again, we have turn 1. If you can go back to the replay there, Edmund Wong touch, or we can say that Paul Faustino touched Edmund Wong, and it's just ricochet towards everyone else at the back of the pack. A very, very unfortunate incident there into turn 1. If you are leading the pack and you have a big crash in front of you and the gap is close in between the guys, there's basically nowhere to run. We are back live into the race now. You can see that Edmund Wong has taken lead with Yongji Wong in second place. Mark Robinson has jumped into third place. Arwin Torina in 4th place, Kelvin Wong 5th, Daryl Brady in 6th position already now from 10th place. Obviously he has managed to avoid what happened in that turn 1 incident there and gain a lot of places. Dean Jose from the last position now in 7th. Rashid Rahman, one of the victims in that turn 1 incident, managed to escape unscathed and having a great run behind Dean Jose now. Also being followed very closely behind by Alexis Clopano. Well, we go further back, we are looking at Paul Faustino in 10th place and Golf in 11th place, and also 11 cars for race 2 as well, as we missed Indra Frianto has not started the race. Unfortunately, now we can see that Arwin Torina is already in second place. As I've said earlier in race 1, it's just that raw pace. And the close battle for the third place now happening between Yongji Wong, Mark Robinson and Daryl Brady, as we all know that who has the obvious pace between these three is going to be Daryl Brady, overtaking Mark Robinson into turn 1. Into the 3rd minute of the race, of the 25 minutes race. Now I think Yongji Wong is going to get some pressure from Daryl Brady for the 3rd place in no time. Already close at the back of him within less than a lap after overtaking Mark Robinson. While we have Arwin Taruna trying to overtake for the lead. There's no way Edmund Wong can defend that raw pace that Arwin Taruna have, but we'll see if Edmund Wong can give back some challenge to Arwin Taruna. But as we can see, the gap keep on increasing between him and Arwin. as we going on board with Edmund Wong now. Yeah, looks like there's still hope for Edmund Wong to give some challenge to the race of the race leader, Arvin. If we keep on the pace without making any mistake, as we see now, our Daryl is establishing his authority. Oh, he didn't have to do that, but still unfortunate for Yong Ji Wong to get into some contact there with Daryl Brady. With as we can see here, Edmund Wong is trying so hard to keep up with Arvin in the lead, but as we can see now, it's getting further and further and further as we go deeper into the race. Arvin is getting further. Don't lose hope, Edmund. You can still do it. Just have faith and keep on it. He's on board with Daryl Brady. With his last lap is at 50.3 seconds, just mere thousandths of a second from his best lap of the race. He is pushing for sure. He's on board of Yong Ji Wong on 4th place, getting some pressure now from Mark Robinson, and Yong Ji Wong losing some form there into turn 1. Even though that you can gain a lot of time by taking the runoff area at the exit of the corner, but it's not really a smooth drive all along that runoff area. Is pretty bumpy. You can't really tell what your car is going to do through that runoff area if you decided to take it and to gain some lap time and build some gap towards the guy who is chasing you from behind. Smart Robinson now trying to close the gap. So we can, let's see, look further back to the pack. Now Golf is getting pressure from Rashid Rahman on 11th place. Now I remember that Rashid Rahman was running eighth, but now he's has dropped position. Probably has some sort of incident or spun somewhere, but he's keeping the pressure on Golf now. Less than a second behind. Arvin is still... Oh, Arvin has taken lead from... Oh, yeah. Correct. Yeah, Arvin did overtake Edmund Wong earlier. I thought that I was still in the other race. Never mind. Now that Daryl Brady is running third, we can see that the gap is closing in between Edmund Wong and Daryl, and Edmund Wong is going to be under pressure soon enough. I can say, I can bet that it's going to be less than a lap, since for Daryl Brady to be close enough to give enough pressure for Edmund to be really defensive on his run. Let's go on board Daryl as he is closing the gap to Edmund. See, it's a bit controversial that the runoff areas has been used to gain lap time. As we follow Daryl here into the last corner, keeping two wheels on the tarmac on the black stuff, so that it has been legit so far. As we go into turn 1, well taken. And into turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, all the way to the penultimate corner. We can see that he's getting a lot, he's taking a lot of the runoff area there, but well, the gap is closing in, but not by that much. He's catching the draft, a bit of draft from Edmund Wong's car, but yeah, the gap is closing between Daryl and Edmund, no doubt about it. But yeah, undoubtedly Daryl has a better race pace, as now Edmund Wong has gone off track there, and that has given Daryl some running to the inside, penultimate corner, and now he's side by side to the main straight. Yeah, not really, as he's back into the back of Edmund. Following the draft now, Edmund is trying to defend his position. Some contact there. Oh, nice defensive line by Edmund Wong. Daryl Brady is having a hard time trying to find space around Edmund for the overtake. Edmund is doing really well in his defensive drive, but I'm not sure how long Edmund can do that, since we have another 11th minute into this race. As now clearly Daryl is in the draft, but not being able to gain much from there. Still in the draft into turn 3. Turn 3 side by side with Edmund Wong. Is Edmund managed to defend his position still, but Brady is already in front of Edmonds. Let's see if Edmund can get something out of the draft. But as we can see now, the gap is increasing between Daryl and Edmund. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for Edmund, but some lead breaking there by Edmund managed to close in the gap for a little bit of hope in getting back the second position from Daryl, as we trying to go back further and see if there's any interesting race going on. Yep, Golf is running 9th, Din Jose 10th, and Rashid Raban still on 11th place. Quite an even gap here between Rashid, Din Jose, and Golf. As we move further up, we'll see Paul Faustino doing a solo and lonely race in 8th position. Calvin Wong trying to get into Alex Clapano, and now Alex Clapano is trying to get into 5th position with Mark Robinson defending his line into the penultimate corner, and Alex Clapano going very wide there into keeping his line and keeping up the challenge on Mark Robinson onto the main straight now, feeding on the draft, hopefully going to get side by side into turn 1. Mark Robinson is trying to defend. Oh, Calvin Wong touched the back of Alex Clapano into turn 1 just now. Is as we watch the replay, I can feel the frustration after spending laps and laps, closing in the gap and end up in a spin. Now Calvin Wong is back into 8th place, losing the place to Paul Faustino, now in 7th. Now Alexis Clapano still behind Mark Robinson, has been defending his position very well. Mark Robinson is with the Tri-Continental Racing Team. Had a successful run last Sunday on the Suzuka 1000 kilometer race, endurance race, which took almost 6 hours, and Mark Robinson has successfully drove the entire race and finished the race with Chris Payne and Jared Payne and Cameron Crock, making Tri-Continental Racing Team. As we see now, Alexis Clapano is closing ever on Mark Robinson, trying to salvage some higher points for this race 2 and make some difference into the final drivers standing after 5 rounds. Nice airless driving by Mark Robinson there, denying any challenge posed by Alexis Clapano, keeping the gap safe gap, you can say, between him and Alexis Clapano. As we move back, Paul Faustino is running 7th. Calvin Wong has dropped a lot of places, down to 8th. Not sure what happened there, but Golf is still 9th. Rashid is up 1 place to 10th. Oh, Dean Jose has retired from the race. I'm not sure what happened. If we can go back slightly into the race and see what happened actually. Here we are, 5 minutes. Ah! He blows his engine. He blew his engine. Let's see, let's check his onboard. Sounds like a double shift down there. It's very, very bad to the engine. And yeah, painfully have he waited for race 2, but he has to retire. Hopefully it's not some sort of a hardware problem there for Dean Jose, as our Aruna now is already 8 seconds into the lead. To the 2nd place, Daryl Brady, who started last in race 2 but has climbed, also has gained some places from that race incident in turn 1 at the start. Edmund is running 3rd, Yong Ji Wong 4th, Alexis Clapano not really, yeah, sort of like he was posing a challenge to Yong Ji Wong earlier, but it's not looking like he is still doing it. Now Mark Robinson is he closing in Alexis? No, I don't think so. After that overtake now, Paul Faustino having a look on Calvin Wong into turn 1. Is Calvin Wong having some problem with his car? Calvin Wong from Hong Kong Sim Races. Not oh, there's a contact there, but Paul Faustino managed to save his car from spinning and losing some of places, with Golf running behind him and keeping up the challenge for 7th place from Calvin Wong. Keeping up the challenge there into the penultimate corner now, running onto the main straight, trying to get some draft from Calvin there. Nope, not enough gap to dive into the inside of Calvin Wong. Paul Faustino almost again losing it there. Only that this time all by himself without any contact with Calvin Wong. And to the final sector of the lap, this turn you can just go flat out into the penultimate corner. Now Paul Faustino is catching a draft of Calvin Wong. We are into the last minute of the race. As we can see, now I thought that the gap was closer between Mark Robinson and Alexis, but there's only less than a minute to go. It's looking like this battle between these two, Calvin Wong and Paul Faustino, is the battle to watch at the end of this race. As Paul Faustino losing some drive there into that turn. Calvin Wong keeping his drive errorless, not to make any mistake for Paul Fastidio to gain on in now. It's very close. There's nothing between them now. Paul Fastidio is behind the draft of Kevin Wong. Are they going to go side by side into turn one? Were there any contact between these two? Let's look into the replay. Oh, not sure what happened there. There visually no contact visible in that. No, Paul Fastidio has dropped back into 8th. Probably just some bad netcode happened. It's dropping further down into 9th place now, Paul Fastidio, as we see now Arwin has won the race. I missed the race finish again. Well, second place Daryl Brady, third place Edmund Wong, fourth place is Yongji Wong, fifth place is Alexis Clapano, sixth Mark Robinson, seventh is Calvin Wong into this pile-up car post-race celebration, usual post-race celebration, and some honking fest. Lead here by Golf, who finished 8th, and Paul Fastidio 9th, and Rashid Rahman finish 10th position, and Dean Jose finish last, 11th place. As we can see now, the guys are having some post-race talk at the chat room now. That is so that is a conclusion of 2 race round 5 of rFactor Asia Radical Series in Red Bull Ring. Congratulations to winners Arwin Taruna, and we will update you guys on the driver standing of the whole series, and I'll see you guys on the next race on Sunday, which we're gonna have. We're going to continue with the McLaren 650S series, which is going to happen in Zandvoort this Sunday. Usual time 10 AM UTC. Is going to be an epic race, as it is a popular series, and the World Fighters Gamer also is using the same mod. And okay, I'll see you on Sunday on the live broadcast with Lachlan Andrews from FOC Motorsport, confirming his place on commentary for the race, which is good news that yep, we are starting something new here with backup commentary if the guys from Sim News TV is not gonna be available for commentary. So see you guys on Sunday. Bye. Thanks for watching.